I'm going to discuss basic mathematical concepts required to understand 11th and 12th physics. I would call this series with the name Mathematics for High School Physics. Well, mathematics is the language of physics. Without having the required mathematical concepts, it is very difficult to understand theoretical physics. In the school level, that is in maybe 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th classes, you learn basic algebra, basic geometry. Along with basic algebra and basic geometry, you also get introduced to basic trigonometry. Maybe in 10th standard, you get introduced to trigonometry. But the extent of trigonometry concepts required to understand 11th and 12th classes physics is more than you learn in your 9th or 10th standard. Similarly, you also need calculus to solve physics problems in 11th and 12th classes. But where do you study calculus in mathematics? Only in 11th and 12th class. And you also need vectors. Where do you study vectors? Only in 11th and 12th class. So a part of basic mathematics required to understand physics, you learn in the school level in 8th, 9th and 10th standard. But some of the concepts of trigonometry, all of the calculus and all of the topic vectors, you study only in 11th class. It means in order to learn 11th class physics, you need 11th class mathematical concepts. So that is why students struggle to understand physics in 11th and 12th class. So without knowing the three mathematical concepts, one is trigonometry, the second one I would call it calculus, basic calculus, and the third one is vectors. These are the three topics that we are going to discuss. So we are not going to discuss these topics in the perspective of mathematics student. We are going to study these three topics in the perspective of physics student. In other words, we are not just going to study trigonometry, calculus, vectors in the abstract manner. We are going to study how to apply these concepts in physics. So we will discuss trigonometry, we will discuss calculus and vectors, and then we will also see how to apply these concepts in physics. So the first topic that I am going to take up is trigonometry. I would call this lecture as trigonometry for beginners. So when I am teaching these topics, I am going to assume that you have no knowledge of these topics at all. So I am going to start from zero.